Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. So over these 12 years since I've been diagnosed with ovarian cancer, I've met many people in the same situation or who have had other cancers, and many of them have been my friends over the years, and I have heard them often speak about fatigue. Now, fatigue is something that um, anyone that when you're going through treatment and or radiation or chemotherapy, any kind of treatment, you experience fatigue. You're very tired. That is one of the symptoms that you're just exhausted. Um, but many people have complained that even afterwards, when the treatment is done and they're in remission, that fatigue is very much alive in their life. And I think that over the years, I've had four treatments already. I've had four bouts with cancer, and it has not been prevalent so much fatigue as it has been this last time. So this past, it's been now 2.5 years that I've been in remission, and I have to say that I think this has been the hardest time for me, with the side effects that have really, the long-lasting side effects have continued on, is what I'm saying, and the recovery was very slow, and so I've noticed that whenever I have, whether I don't get enough sleep or I'm doing something very physical, laborsome, where I'm exhausting my body physically, I end up getting fatigued severely for several days afterwards. And that's kind of what I've been experiencing lately, is that, my body isn't what it used to be. And I think that has a lot to do with the many times that I've had treatment, all the cancer time recurrences that I've had, and it's just wearing out my body. So, for instance, this week I am just really fatigued. I think I ended up, it was over the weekend when I had to get up really early, and I did not get much sleep. I think I slept only like 4 hours or so. And the funny thing is, before my cancer, I used to sleep like that all the time, 4 hours daily, get up, work a lot of overtime, and it was fine. I can't do that anymore, it seems. It seems that my body's so worn out that the fatigue is real. Um, I am also a type of person that I like to push myself. I love being busy. I love the busyness in my life. I love multitasking. I love all of that. I like to fill my day with a lot of things. I am also like one of the very first people that, raises their hand when someone needs a volunteer for something. I love that busyness. I think with being diagnosed with cancer now for almost 12 years, and all these, recurrences I've had, I think it's made me more aware of um, not wasting any time. I wanted to have a purpose. I wanted my time here to have some meaning, which that leads into where I think I overdo things quite a lot. But, I enjoy every minute of it. I love everything that I do. Um, I've had many people often ask me, why am I still working, having had four times of the cancer recurrences, and that I should just be on disability, or why haven't I done so? Well, I'm going to tell you that one of the main reasons is, I think, for myself now, I don't see nothing wrong with people who are on disability, so please do not be offended in any way. I, I just, for myself, I think part of it is that I want to be living as normal of a life as possible. I maybe in my own mind, in the back of my head, I'm kind of kidding myself that I can still do all the things, and that I'm still, that cancer doesn't have the best of me, and that I can still do everything. And I know that's just a lie, and I'm just pushing myself. But I'm holding out for as long as I can when it comes to working. And of course, there is the problem with insurance, health insurance, and nowadays health insurance has taken, it's come to the forefront where it's very important. Before you could, in the past, many, decades ago, you could do without insurance. Many people didn't have insurance, and doctors still saw you, and you were able to get into programs and all. Nowadays, it's just not like that. Insurance is very important, and that is one of the reasons why I'm still not, I'm still working. I would like to be semi-retired. I would love that. I am 54. I know I got a long way to go yet to collect like Social Security and all, but it would help me with the fatigue quite a bit because I do experience fatigue. So where was I going? So that is one of the reasons why I'm still working. Because number one is insurance, and second, I think I'm trying to, in my own mind, uh, think to myself that I am living as normal life as possible. That cancer has not really changed much, but it has. It has changed a lot. But in my mind, I think I'm kidding myself in that way. So I like to tell myself that. So I am still working, but I have learned, to kind of forgive myself when it comes to fatigue. Because of the fact that I love the busyness, I love being involved in everything that I'm doing and volunteering and all my extracurricular activities. I love every single part of it. I love that busyness. I love having a purpose. But when I am fatigued, when it hits me really hard, just like it has this week, I have learned to forgive myself and basically, take rest. That was something that was really hard for me to do. I always felt that I wasn't doing enough, being enough, that if I didn't, almost in my mind telling myself I'm being lazy and not, that you need to get up, you need to stop with this, resting and do stuff, and you're wasting your life. And so I've learned to forgive myself like that and kind of really listen to my body. If I'm tired, I'm tired. If I need to take a nap, I'm going to take a nap. If I need to sit down and rest, I do it. And I find myself quite often having what I call my nesting weekends, where I stay in as much as possible and I just relax and crochet and, not run around as much as I would have. So I call them nesting days because, that's just a nice term for lounging around the house. But I've learned to do these nesting days, and quite often I find myself almost, several times a month now doing them. If I need to sleep in, I will sleep in. I used to be up and at it about 7 o'clock every day, and I love that time. I feel like the morning is my best thinking time for writing and for keeping up with my blog. I loved that time. It was always quiet, and people were all, usually going off to work and school. So the building was very quiet. I can't do that anymore because I find that I'm just super tired. I need my sleep. If I do that and I sacrifice on the sleep, then I am fatigued for the rest of the week. I can't get back into that normal routine anymore. So, so I've learned to forgive myself and not feel like, hey, you're not doing enough, you're not being enough. You know, I mean, I do not want anyone to think that I mean that you need to not do things in your everyday life, like for instance that, cleaning, cooking, or whatever. That has to be still done. Hygiene is still very important. All of that is important. It's just that I take my time with that. I take my time with things in general. If I need to rest, I rest. Just like today, I think, oh, I'm going to have time to do before work. I slept in, I'm having my coffee, and I'm doing a vlog here, and that's about all I'm probably going to do today before I go to work. And that's going to be okay because my body's slower, I'm moving slower, I'm tired, and it's okay to do that. And I've learned to forgive myself. Like I said, for someone who likes to stay busy all the time, this is really quite a shortcoming right now. That's it. That really, um, you know, it, that really makes you kind of stop and like, oh, I'm not doing enough because I like being busy. So yeah, the fatigue is very real, and I often wonder, especially when people, you see people who have chronic illnesses and they have cancer, and there's so many people. I found this out in my chronic illness group that there's so many people that walk around every day and they have an illness, they have a chronic illness that they're dealing with all the time. but yet they're working. They look wonderful. You would not think that there was anything wrong with, with them, or they're at home leading very full, purposeful, multitasking kind of days. They're busy. And you would not be able to tell that this person is going through an illness and that they're dealing with issues. So, there are quite a few people out there that are doing so. And just because someone looks good or it looks like they got it together doesn't mean that they do, You have to remember that. So, yeah, so I'm taking it easy for the next couple days. I am also crocheting a little bit, but um, I'm working on one huge project, and which I'll do a video about. But I've wanted to do a vlog almost every 2 days, and I find myself this week that I just could not do it. I was tired, and I'm fighting this fatigue, and I wonder when it's going to actually wear off, and I'm going to have my strength back again. But thank you so much for listening and for watching, and me go on and on about the things in my life and on this cancer journey of mine that I'm going through. I thank you so much for subscribing. I thank you for all the comments you leave. I just received a lovely email for someone the other day. Really makes my day, believe it or not. A lot of times when I come home from work, I'm worn out. Sometimes I had a bad day at work, and just to hear a positive comment or read a positive comment is just wonderful. So I thank you so much, guys, for just keeping things positive. And I've been very blessed with not the negativity. I do tend to offend people, it seems, by what I say sometimes. I do apologize for that. I only am talking about myself, and I think that sometimes people take it the wrong way. I'm talking about my own experiences, my own view on things, and how my journey is. Everybody's journey is different, and I don't ever mean to offend anyone. So I know if there is someone that has been offended, please don't take this vlog right here as a personal attack on you. That is not what my intention is. I just wanted to share something with everyone else about my own cancer journey and some of the issues that I'm going through. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching again. I appreciate every comment, every like, every subscriber. I love all your emails. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and rest if you need to. Okay, bye bye.